Previously on the Cursed Caravan.
The shouts come from the battlements above, where a few goblins and a halfling man holding another goblin at knife point can be seen. The man seems to be threatening the goblins, while the goblins look like they're pleading for mercy. You take 15 damage.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god.
That's a lot. A shock goes across the ground, and a black tendril grabs on to Krilk and pulls him all the way to D.
Oh my god!
Are you serious?
Run! Nyron is going to close this gate, use his Gisarm to lock it. Puts his Gisarm through the gate to keep it closed.
Ding dang!
And Nineveh just explodes out of the door and just sprints towards the creature.
Nice far.
Ew,
Natural 20.
Natural
Nice.
20?
Yes. So Nyron trips this thing, falls on its side, brings his Gisarm up above his head and brings it down like an axe to deal triple damage.
Fuck yes.
This dude's dead.
He glances back and forth between betwixt the four of you with wild eyes, going to run towards the edge of the building.
I don't like runners.
No.
My name's Calmont.
Does anyone else have questions for him?
Yeah, does anyone else have questions for him?
Nineveh's gonna knock him out non-lethal damage.
Oh yeah.
Good. What are you guys doing here? What's happening?
We lived here. We lived in the crypt below, the vaults, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, there are cultists down there.
For all intents and purposes, we have concluded our mission. But I, for one, cannot stand the notion of cultists bringing demons into our world. I was drinking one of these the other night. This Sucker Punch. It's a Tiger's Blood sour. And I got to the very end of it, and when I poured the last bit in my mouth, I felt like an object in my mouth. There was like something in the beer.
Oh no.
And so my first instinct is like, oh,
AIDS.
fucking like a bug or something got in my beer. So, tongue's like fishing around trying to find it. I grab my finger and just like pull it off my tongue, and I look at my finger, and there's just a fucking line of red, like blood. And I was like, oh fuck, was there like a mosquito in there that I just like mashed in my mouth and got blood in my mouth? I was like, am I gonna get like West Nile, Zika, and AIDS all at the same time from a shitty beer?
Oh my god.
Ew.
But then I looked in the can with my flashlight and realized there's like a bunch of red shit that's stuck to the bottom, and it's just whatever was part of the brew.
Oh.
Yeah,
So there's a red something that's in this.
It's called Blood Punch or something?
It's
Or
Sucker Punch Tiger's
Okay.
Blood, but
Okay.
Tiger's Blood is
Has
like
blood in it.
So blood.
it's actual Tiger's Blood in every can.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
But yeah, I had
expecting?
a full-on panic moment until I looked in the bottom of the can, and then I was just like, oh, it's just full of shit.
It's not blood, it's poop.
Speaking of finding bugs, like at our old place when I was younger, we had a pool, and I was wearing water shoes, and we would always put them outside, and
I remember.
It was bad. You can't put wet shoes outside when you live in the country. I went and put them on really fast, and I was like, oh, there's grass in here. So I took it off, reached my hand in there, pulled it out. I'm holding a scorpion, just wiggling around. Like, what? Just threw it. Found scorpions in so many places.
Dude.
There's one time, Matt, we went to Grandma's for Christmas,
Mhm.
and I was wearing my boots. And, sometimes when you wear your boots and you tighten it too tight, you can feel your nerve kind of twitch a little bit. So I thought nothing of it. I wore my boots all day, got home, took it off, and a scorpion crawled out. Like, just hanging out in my boot the entire time. Like, it was so tight it couldn't move, and that's what I was feeling the whole time.
Oh, so it couldn't sting you because you probably had it like pinned down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just give a tank a hug all day.
Yeah,
dude.
Fuck off.
there's just
Yeah.
so many scorpions.
Yeah, dude. I remember because you guys lived
Like
in Country
literally
Bend.
2 houses away from where you moved
So
in.
I remember. Fuck, man. What were we doing, Matt? We were at my grandparents' house, and I don't know. We were watching a movie or we were playing a game or some shit. And do you remember? It was like I had like a pillow
In your grandparents' front room?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had like a pillow that was like laying over me, and I just was. Yeah, the whole room was dark, and it was just like the glow from the TV, and the pillow was like right here, and just like it just like moved right past my face, and I was just like, "Wah!" And I just hit the whole fucking thing. It just went flying, and oh man, dude, it was a very manly.
No, there was none of that. Anytime we got
dude.
spooked, we just got up and ran.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, I don't remember the aftermath of that.
I don't know.
But
because the carpet at my grandparents' house was like scorpion colored. It was like I don't know how they found that shade, but it was like you couldn't even as soon as it touched the ground, it was gone. Like you couldn't see it. So I don't even know what fucking happened, where that scorpion went.
yeah, and in the South Texas that we're speaking about, we had the scorpions that were like translucent yellow with the brown plating.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking skinny,
A little
skinny
bigger than a
fast.
quarter, I think.
Yeah.
So fast.
I was talking to Emmett about this the other day because at my dad's house when I was younger, I woke up one morning, and as my eyes came into focus, I realized there was one just sitting on my chest. And I used to sleep in the nude, and I was just staring at it on my chest, and it looks at me, and it kind of like slowly opens and closes its little pincers, and then it just went doink and stabbed me right in the chest.
Dude.
And right when it did, I just crushed it, screamed, and then went and looked at it. But yeah,
I like that.
They suck, man.
I like the notion that it waited until
waited for
you
you to
woke up. Like, what's up,
Hey, bitch.
motherfucker?
I've got you now, you son of a bitch.
Surprisingly, even though I lived in the desert, I don't have any stories about finding scorpions inside my house. Like,
That's wild.
the only thing I ever remember is we'd be playing in the backyard and we'd see like a snake come in from the back alley and we'd be like, all right, time to go inside. It wasn't ever like a panic thing, I guess, just because it was really normal. Like we'd see tarantulas. I don't even really remember seeing many scorpions, but
It's super normal for us too, but always scary.
Yeah, bro, they would climb up from the shower drain. Like that.
God.
Yeah, and that's
Nowhere
that's
is
like, fuck, man.
I never had that.
I feel like the only thing I was ever actually afraid of when I lived in Arizona, like when I was little, was like when I would be out playing like in the alley behind my house and I'd see a javelina. I don't know why, but javelinas are like ingrained in me to be like, oh, nope, go away.
What is a javelina? Is it like a
It's a-
chupacabra?
Not as big as a boar.
It's like a little wild hog.
Oh,
They're
okay.
actually really cute.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're mean as
That's
fuck.
They are,
terrifying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
If they're in a
anytime-
pack, like stay away.
Yeah.
Where there's one, there's a dozen.
So we would. That was the only thing that I ever remember being like. And then, you know, don't let the dogs outside of the backyard because of coyotes.
Yeah.
But I don't
God.
have any scorpion stories.
Man, that blows my mind. I mean, it's the desert and you don't have any scorpion stories.
I have like bearded dragons, like, or horny toad stories, sure. Some tarantulas, but I mean I would just see tarantulas all the time. It's not like it wasn't ever really scary. It was just like, ooh, look at that big tarantula.
Found a big snake in my garage a couple years ago. It was a coach whip snake. They're not venomous or anything, so I was able to like pull it out, and I found a little hole under the shed and just put him next to the hole, just like really fast went into the hole.
My parents,
It's like 3.5 feet, I think. It's
Oh wow.
big, long boy.
my parents,
So
like
cool.
earlier in the summer, were getting a whole lot of rattlesnakes. And then they started getting a whole lot of king snakes. So then their land is just covered in rattlesnakes and king snakes, because king snakes eat rattlesnakes. Mm-hmm. And so they just have a bunch of snakes.
Yikes.
That's cool. Scary, but cool.
I mean, it's scary because of Willie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's all those, like,
Willie's a
hawks
little
there.
dog, not a child or anything.
Yeah, he's a little dog.
Little Willie.
We let Willie out and, well,
Like,
poor
I've been
kid.
telling my parents that anytime they take him out, they need to keep him on a leash, because they also have, like, lots of hawks around there and
Oh my God.
big owls. It's just like, ooh.
Bro, dude,
That's
just yesterday we saw this big ass hawk straight up just like gank a pigeon out of the air.
My God.
Just like
Fuck.
took him down, took him down and just started ripping it apart. I was like, whoa,
That was
fucking
Damn.
stupid.
That was why I wasn't saying anything, like, when we first started this, is because I was watching a video on my laptop of, like, circus performers with, like, 8 male lions. And they're like, ooh, lions, how fun. And then the lions started
Being lions.
being lions.
Being lions, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
disrespect
I don't-
your surroundings.
Oh,
I don't think
You
any of you guys saw my face, but I was just like, good.
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 Yes.
I think people would learn after Sigmund Freud, man.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like a pretty old video.
I just figured after like the whole prehistoric ages that maybe we would have gotten smart.
Yeah.
But who am I kidding?
But yeah, like one of them just like ran up and like tackled the guy and started like biting his shoulder. And then there are 7 other lions. So of course, another one also runs up.
And starts attacking.
Yeah, the one's like,
The
oh, I
guy
didn't
got
know we
away.
could do this.
But they had like him by his arms
Jesus.
and they were like
Yeah.
pulling at him. But yeah, he got away.
Lord.
But don't.
Mondays, am I right?
There's gonna be a lot of animal attacks in this next episode.
And
What's
they all
new?
speak common.
The word of the day is death by wild animals.
So what happened last time? We got the halfling, Calmont, saved the goblins. Now we're just standing up there just figuring out what our next move is going to be.
Well, yeah, I think Krilk talked a little bit to I forget what her name was. Did she even give her name? Whoever the NPC was?
Helba.
Okay, Helba. I'm trying to remember what else. Oh, yeah, and she said that she could, like, watch the halfling if we wanted to go back to town. But I think we're set on staying, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
I want to talk about or hear about how all of your characters are doing, how they're feeling. Like, what do they want to do?
Well, since Krilk spoke with the goblin and like has some insight into what is down there, not just the cultists, because I think there was also mention of like some elven gates or something. I feel like she said something about that.
So she said that. So she was saying that she doesn't know anything about any of that, but the cultists were talking about it.
We're talking about it. Okay.
So that's what she knows. That's all she knows is that they were. So she doesn't know if it's anywhere around.
She just knows
what their
that they're,
plans were, but
they're
that's
associated to that.
Yeah,
okay.
that's something that they were looking for.
Yeah. So that's interesting to Krilk. So he is definitely down to continue exploring for that.
Yeah, the way Nyron feels is he would like to take Calmont back to town because the goblins were making him nervous. He's afraid the goblins would just kill him. But like Cribbit said last time, good idea. Throw him in one of the cells where the skeletons were, so we can at least make sure he's in a cell before we go down. Because we have to get those cultists. We have to stop that before anything else happens. So that's the whole reason they put the red smoke up, right? The cultists.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, that's 100%. That's what she told Krelk. They ran because they got pushed out of their homes. They ran up to the battlements and set the fire. And then Calmont showed up.
I'm trying to remember. We got no information from him, right? From the halfling.
He was not interested in having a conversation with y'all.
He was being mean.
Yeah, he's a mean boy.
Running. He was running.
As far as Nineveh goes, physically fine. They're a bit indifferent about everything else that's going on here until the cultists were mentioned, and then immediately that's all that Nineveh wants to do is to rid yet another blight.
And how's Dee feeling?
Dee forgot all of his spells. Because I guess I messed up. So Dee is now remembering his spells, hopefully correctly.
And Matthew's character sheet took a shit.
Yeah, I fucked up. But Dee and Cribbit, they're kind of along for the ride.
Hey, so
Not
real
even
quick,
really.
for resolve, can we spend that at any time, or can we only do it when we're resting?
It's 10 minutes.
10-minute rest.
Okay, all right.
Like if, for example, if Cody's repairing himself for 10 minutes, you can do the resolve. It's still the same 10 minutes.
Okay, does resolve just gives you back your stamina? Yes. Yeah? All right. Well, I'd like to do that at some point.
Should probably do it now because I have 0 stamina. Just, man, these stamina rules are scary. Because I'll be down to 2 resolve after this rest.
I will say, at this point, you guys are getting towards late afternoon. You do have that spot just outside of the Citadel if you want to try and rest, or if you guys want to try to go back to town. But you're more than welcome to continue.
I say, throw Calmont in the cell. Clear out the rest of this building. And then rest before we take on these cultists.
We back that notion. Cribbit chimes in from behind Dee.
Do we have a key for the cell?
I don't think we do, but the goblins will watch him. My voice changed. I don't think we do, but the goblins will watch him.
Were there any cell doors that were opened? I mean, skeleton men came out, so if
yeah, they were all open except for one of them that you used your power to go through and get the stuff.
Like if there's a swinging door, throw them in there, close the door, tie it up real good or something.
Yeah,
tie the knot on the outside.
Yeah, so we'll drag him down to the cells and throw him in a cell.
We also have him tied up. We could just tie him
And just put him
to a bar inside the cell.
I'm going to take 10 minutes to get my stamina.
How's everyone sitting on resolve?
2.
Trace.
3.
I want to say that I was at 3. I'm pretty sure. I was.
Nobody's gone down yet, right?
No.
Oh,
I think we've gotten close.
Trying to remember.
I've definitely gotten close twice, but I haven't gone down.
Nobody went down during the big lizard fight.
I got the shit hit out of me, I think, but I don't think I went down.
So you guys have gone through about half of the keep.
Matthew, not D, not Cribbit. Matthew wants to look at the rest of the keep.
Agreed.
I'm good to go if you guys are.
Okay, here's the thing though.
Down on
the thing I want you guys to remember is separation of character. Matthew wants to go through it. Does D?
He's not against
Does
it.
Nyren? Does Krilk and Nineveh? Do they want to go through the rest of the keep?
Yes, because there were skeletons and all kinds of crazy stuff. Nyren does not want Calmont to die by a freak accident, so Nyren wants to clear the building, make sure Calmont is in the cell, tied up, and the goblins are safe.
I mean, yeah, let's be honest. There've been... Every other room has been a pretty bad baddie. We don't know that they're safe.
Because if the goblins had trouble with a halfling, who knows what else is in the rest of this building.
I mean, if there's a full man...
Yeah, we've seen...
It's game over.
We've seen giant sentient turtles, giant bats,
giant lizards,
giant
wargs,
lizards,
puppy dogs, little puppies.
Who knows?
Adorable puppies that would easily bowl over the entirety of the goblin army.
The skeletons we fought could have been giant halflings.
It's true.
So.
They were skeletons of halflings, but they were cast in large person.
But no, as far as D is concerned, he hasn't voiced these opinions, of course, but came here to protect the Beelzeborgs and
Beelzeborgs.
And also,
you know their names.
Yes, the Bumblebrashers. And he also found some interesting text and wants to see if there's more to it here.
Okay. So
that's where I'm at. Matthew wants to make all that. That sounds terrible. Cut that. Cut that. Emad, cut that.
He's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Cut all of it. I didn't say anything.
Okay, well, that stays in.
Fuck.
He is talking about the we have roll 20 of.
Shit, you're making it stay. No!
Anyways, so as of right now, you guys are up in the battlements with the Bumblebrashers. What do you do?
Bumblebrashers, let us show you where these cells are to keep Calmont in.
We're pretty like elevated, right?
Yeah.
So we probably have a good view of like the surrounding landscape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're on the battlements.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Krilk.
Are we like 10, 15 feet above the normal ground?
So they are 25 feet above. You guys are 25 feet above the courtyard.
Okay.
Wow.
So Krilk is going to turn to, I forgot her name again.
Helba.
And then he's going to say,
This entrance you were talking about for the cultist chamber or whatever it is. Can I see it from up here? Could you show me kind of the general location?
It is not a cultist chamber.
Okay.
It is our home.
Okay.
But
well, not anymore.
If you don't live there, you can't really call it a home.
We do live there. All of our stuff is there. We got displaced.
Okay. Well, just the location. Can you point me to that?
Yeah. So just to the west, turn over there. See that big old hill? There's a door. It leads down into the vaults. That's where we lived. Lived.
No, we heard you right.
I'm sorry. I'm talking.
Yeah, Frog. Do you speak Goblin, Frog?
Yes, now I do. You fuckers have been talking for so long, I picked up on it.
Yo hablo froglays.
No, you won't be able to see it from here.
No, but the big hill.
The big hill back there. That's how you get
to
in.
the west.
To the west. There's a door behind some bushes.
Okay.
Usually pretty safe.
okay, so Krilk, after saying that, will turn to everyone. And then he'll go,
Oh, Frog, since you understand what she said, why don't you explain it to the class?
Well, what I already wrote down in my book is that there is a over to the west in the hills, there's a dungeon or a door to a vault in the Hell Knight Hills to the west. Hobbit was looking for a ring, and goblins were being attacked by cultists.
He's fucking punk Frog.
Sorry?
That's pretty correct, actually. That's right. That's perfect.
I take notes sometimes. Sorry I assumed your language.
I will tell you, when you go through the door, it's a little not risky. It's a little difficult to find your way in there. It's very, very dark. Very dark. And just going through, it may not seem like there's a way in, but there is a secret door. If you just keep going.
Great. Dangling Calmont by the ankle.
He's already unconscious.
Yeah. I'm gonna go put him in a cell.
I follow.
yeah, I guess we're all moving that direction.
D and
Yeah.
Cribbit are very carefully and slowly descending.
So, you guys go to the cells. You put him in one of them. The Bumblebrashers assure you that they'll keep an eye on him for the meantime. What do you do now?
I guess we're gonna return back to the area right beneath the that little outside
Courtyard.
yeah.
Okay.
And Nyron will check this door to the east. Check it for traps. The one going right. He'll check that for traps.
Actually, it's on your left.
Correct, if we're coming in from the north. True. That's why I said east. What is 18 perception for traps?
You detect no traps.
Nyron opens the door.
So you open the door into a very, very small room, very like the size of a closet, and in front of you is another door.
Let's open that door too. Perception. Traps. 12.
As far as you know, there are no traps.
12.
You open the door into yet another small room.
Good lord.
What is this? Door inside a door inside a door.
The anti-chamber.
There is a door in front of you to the west, and another door to the right of you to the south.
Just open up the one to the west. I feel... I'm going to do another perception, because I know the one time I don't. So that is 14 perception.
As far as you can tell, it's not trapped. It leads back into the hallway that you came in.
All right. Then we'll do the south door. Check this door. 14 again, perception. So many doors.
You do not sense any traps, as far as you know.
So many doors.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 2 hours, this is your future.
I know.
Open the door on the right. Open the door on the left.
This is really saving a lot of time with editing.
Life holds many doors, Ed boy.
You open the door into a hallway. From what you can tell, it seems like it opens up into perhaps a larger room.
Nyron will slowly walk down the hallway until he reaches a door. He wants to just scope out the entire opening of this hallway.
I'll be nice. Is everyone else following?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say.
D has kicked off
What's
his
the party
shoes
order?
and is sitting by the water, kicking his feet.
Probably Nyron, Nineveh, Krilk,
D.
D.
D, I think.
Cribbit D or D then Cribbit?
Cribbit next to Nyron.
Do you think, like, do you imagine that we're moving like a SEAL team and we all like have, everybody has like a hand on their shoulders and we're just moving in a line?
I think
That's how SEAL teams
I
move.
was going to say less like a SEAL team and more like a team of SEALs.
A team of SEAls.
Bumbling and slapping around in the dark.
Bedrolls. Or beds.
Party of adventurers.
Sticks of gum.
One for each of us.
Everybody has their own color.
Or USB drives.
Giant
They do
USB
look like
drives.
USB drives.
What are we seeing?
Felicia, you see USB drives.
The door... Hold on. As you walk further into this room, the room is littered with toppled bunk beds and broken furniture. Doors to what appear to be private bed chambers hang open along its back wall. In the room's center, bed frames are stacked upon each other with filthy ripped bedding draped over the top, wrapping around its sides.
It's a blanket fort. It's a blanket fort.
Hello? Perception on any kind of sound.
I'm just going to roll perception in this room.
25.
26.
Ooh.
Are you just standing where you are?
Yeah, just listening after he said hello to see if there's any, like, noise or shuffling.
You don't hear anything, but what you do see around the pile of bed frames and sheets is gnawed bones all around and piles of trash.
More doggies?
Croak throws a firebomb at it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Can I inspect the bones? See what kind of bones?
You walk further in?
Can I do it from back here?
Probably not.
Yeah, Nyrin will walk with you. If you're starting to move forward, Nyrin will be right by your side.
Well, we can't just stand here.
Who's going forward?
Nyrin will.
Nineveh as well.
Why not, everybody?
Nyrin has his trident and shield.
Stepping closer into the room, or further into the room, a thick odor of decay just hits you in the face. It appears to the west that there may be more bed chambers.
Can I check the bones?
Mm-hmm.
Perception roll? 26.
Nice.
Again. Let's keep it up.
What are you looking for?
What are the bones?
They appear to be animal bones. Small animals, rabbits.
And or, if it was good
Foxes.
enough, what gnawed them?
What was your roll?
26, about as high as it can get. 27 being the absolute highest. Is this a goblin home, or are there also, like, Draugr here? Like, what's going on?
What puppies?
I'm worried about Reds.
ROUSs.
Rose? What is ROUS? Rose?
Rodents of unusual size.
Frankly, I'm
Oh.
not convinced they exist.
I'm not either.
Emon hasn't seen that movie.
So good.
You've never seen it?
Mm-mm.
What movie?
Princess Bride?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude. It's
We got it.
fucking excellent.
I'm gonna watch it. It's a good D&D
Yep.
movie.
That's what I hear.
Looking at the gnawing, on like the teeth marks on the bones, you might be able to figure it out. Can you give me a society check instead?
While he is inspecting those, Nineveh would like to just release a pulse of detect magic.
Ooh, ass on society. 8. Unless it's good enough. Rolled a 2.
You detect no magic. You can't quite put your finger on what it is, but you think that it is a bigger creature. Not large by any means, a medium creature.
It's not a little rat.
No. As you're kind of looking around at the bones, seeing if you can detect anything in this room, you do hear movement within the bed
He
frames.
slowly walks backwards, and as he walks backwards, taps Nyrin on the shoulder and points at the beds.
Nyrin will walk up.
There's something in there, be careful.
Nyrin will walk up with his shield raised, use his trident to move the sheet out of the way.
A reach move? Prestidigitation?
As you move the sheet out of the way,
Mage hand?
you see a creature crouched with a javelin aimed right behind the door, the flap of fabric.
Oh boy.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Ah! No! Stupid. Don't worry, I'll just stand here while he kicks the shit out of me.
Just takes one good one in the heart.
Okie
It's been so long. Is initiative perception?
Perception.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Nyrin.
10.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yikes.
D.
15.
Croak.
20.
Nineveh.
19.
Yeah, are you right on top of it, Imad?
Pretty much.
You're always-
Wherever you need me to be, Felicia, that because he's standing right next to
How
it.
much reach do you have?
Just 5 feet of reach.
Okay.
It's not a 10 with the geese arm?
No, he's using a trident.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is trident and shield.
So, Imad, Nyrin does have a 5-foot radius between him and the target, and this creature.
Yeah, I guess I'm adjacent to it, right, Felicia?
Yes.
Felicia nods.
Sorry, I'm doing something.
Do it anyway, Krilk. Kill him.
Well, no, I always want to like open with a bomb, but Imad is always right on top of them.
Yeah.
A bomb on this fort of pillows and blankets would be amazing.
Burn this fucking thing down.
That'd be amazing, but it's probably somebody's house.
Just throw your bombs behind the target. Then the splash hits them without
Just
hitting.
hits them.
That is a
You
thing
also
you can
have your
do.
blowgun, too.
Yes.
Just shoot Nyron in the back
I'm
of the
gonna
head.
shoot Nyron with poison. Yeah.
Do you have the quick throw to where it's one action to draw it and throw, or you don't have that?
Is it quick load, or did you get rid of that?
Like, for the bombs.
No, he doesn't have. quick
No,
throw.
I have to like pull them out. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because I had to trade out for subtle delivery for the
Gotcha.
blowgun.
That moment, you open the flap, you see this creature, and it hurls a javelin right at you.
Oh, boy.
18?
Miss.
Okay. It then will frantically grasp at its waist and pull out a bastard sword and try and swing at you.
Ooh.
Dang. A big sword.
Oh, cocked.
Oh, attack of opportunity.
All right, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. AoL. Go for it.
Oh, thank you. 11 to hit. God.
The creature swiftly ducks under your swing, and that is 22 to hit.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Shit.
This is what you get Imad for digging in someone's bed fort.
Yeah.
Keeping... I want to speak out of turn.
You take 12 damage,
Ouch.
and it shouts. Krilk, you understand. It says, "Get away from my home."
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Felicia.
In Goblin.
So can ice.
Goblin, you can on your turn.
Okay.
Which is now.
Okay. So it seems like this dude lives here.
So nonchalant.
Hey,
Just took 12 damage to the face. Half my health.
So I'm gonna step up.
Oh, God.
Push open a farmhouse door, get shot in the face with a shotgun. I think somebody lives here.
I'm gonna step up. Krilk is gonna step up to where Nyron is and try to actually talk to this creature.
Okay.
How's it going?
How's it going, dude?
It's a nice place you got. No, Krilk is basically just gonna be like
Like walk up with.
like hands up and just be like, we're not here to hurt you. Krilk is not that close.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a diplomacy roll.
Okay.
This creature is hostile currently, so let's see if you can improve its attitude towards you.
Come on, baby.
That was shit. 9.
What did you say to it?
I said we're not here to hurt you.
It turns to you, pointing its sword right at you. You're here to steal my things!
It depends if they're nice.
Is that your next action?
I mean, that's a good failed diplomacy.
is it good stuff?
So what is that? 2 actions already? Because I moved,
Yeah, moved.
I spoke, and then now I can speak again. Can I try another
I mean,
Speaking's a free
speaking is a
action.
free action.
a free
The
action?
diplomacy check was
an action. Okay.
So you have one more action.
All right. I guess I will say, like, we're not here to take anything from you. We helped the other goblins who were displaced earlier. We're not here to take anything from you. We didn't take anything from them. My friend here is just he's trying. He really is, but he kind of just rolls around. and walks places. I can roll another diplomacy if you want.
I will have you do that.
10.
Fuck.
Obviously, I'm not very diplomatic.
How do I not know that you killed the goblins?
Well, we look like pretty trustworthy people. I mean, you're gonna have to take my word for it. I didn't get like a signed receipt or anything.
Next, we have Nineveh.
We're the most fucked up looking crew.
I know.
Filthy hobgoblin.
Okay, at that Croak is like, okay, let's just fucking kill him.
Nineveh's gonna look back and forth between the goblin and Croak, and after looking back and forth a few times, it's just like, we don't have time for this. And Nineveh's just going to run up and punch the goblin non-lethally. Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Non-lethal.
Wow. Hell yeah.
If it fails to save, it dies. Enough talk.
Wow. I love that Nineveh's like, we've got cultists to catch. Just like punches this.
Hammer smash face.
The target is stupefied too until healed.
Nice.
Your fists
Oh my god.
lands square in the nose, and this creature just kind of like gets
does
knocked back,
19 damage.
stumbles, and falls on its butt.
Nice.
Nineveh's going to follow up with another punch. Natural 18
Hell yeah, dude.
for a 22.
That's a hit.
I'm sorry, a 20, not a 22.
That's a hit.
Okay. Ooh, max damage, 11 points of damage.
Yay.
Non-lethal.
I'm picturing Nineveh just like standing over it, and his arms just like piston.
Like a piston.
We don't have time for this.
Nineveh, with extreme precision, proceeds to knock her directly where she hit her before. And she now is fully on the ground, cowering in a fetal position. Stop! 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 In common.
Do you yield?
I just want you to leave my home.
Nineveh will stop.
All right, let's go through her shit.
Next up, we have D.
Magic miss.
Hell. D's gonna hold.
Naren.
Narvin will raise his shield, take a step away, 5 feet step, and sheathe his trident. 3 actions done.
This creature grabs its bastard sword from the ground and starts scurrying backwards into its little fort, grabbing its piles as it goes, holding them close and cowering in the corner. Just leave me alone!
D's gonna take his turn. If he's done.
Are we still in combat?
For now.
Okay.
Cribbit's gonna walk up, like, hands up.
Walking into the fort,
Just flavor, I guess.
the creature, and this is just, of course, flavor, but the creature is just holding its bastard sword, just like swinging it wildly while still like cowering with its pile of what looks like garbage and decaying meat,
Yeah, Cribbit's
scooping up everything as
gonna
it
walk
scoots.
up to an entrance. Hey, like my friends have said, we're not here to harm you. We helped your friends, if they are in fact your friends. We're just trying to make sure that the rest of this fort is clear of all cultists and giant beasts that want your blood. 15 diplomacy. You have seen how hard my friend punches. We don't need more of that.
the creature continuing to just scoot back into a bed frame, just cannot scoot any further, kind of slipping its feet on the ground, trying to grab everything it can around it while still like flailing its bastard sword. Yoletta has no friends! No friends! Leave me be!
Can you repeat your name again?
What do you think I said?
Yoletta. Was it
Yolecha.
I heard Yolecha. Is it Yolecha?
Yo, let your boys hit it.
No!
Oh, that's why we're here.
What a coinkydink.
How would I spell that fee so I don't completely...
Yoletcha.
Called it.
Yolecha. Yeah.
With Cribbit's final 2 actions, is going to drop the curtain or something. Just turn to you guys and be like, hey, maybe we should just go.
She hits like a Deinonychus. Nyron's holding his shoulder.
Yes, I mean, sorry about that, but I don't think we have anything to worry about here.
Leave! Leave!
I'm leaving. Nyron stumbles outside of the room where they came from.
Really sorry to disturb you. Just trying to help.
I'll say that you guys are effectively out of combat. You see the curtain kind of flutter a bit as a bone flies out.
Leave!
Maybe we'll have to ask the others about this one.
So Croak's gonna try another intimidation on her.
Intimidation?
Yeah. 12.
They're rolling
Higher every
garbage.
Yeah, it's still shit rolls. I'm just gonna slowly work my way up to a 20 at the end, at the end of the day.
What are you doing?
Well, Croak basically he pulls out a bomb, like an alchemical bomb, and he says, if you really like all this stuff here, like I'll just light everything on fire if you don't just calm down and talk to us.
Seeing as it is hobbled in the corner, swinging its bastard sword, throwing things, and screaming, it did not hear you.
Yeah, it might be best if we just leave. I don't know what killing it's gonna do.
I think it would spare us the sound that it's making.
Get out! Get out!
D just looks fucking over this bitch.
Nineveh's gonna walk in to the tent. Walk right up to the goblin.
Ah! It's throwing little bones at you.
I'm gonna roll to grapple. 25.
25. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, so Nineveh wraps their great metallic arms around the goblin and hugs the goblin. I misunderstood. I am sorry. You are not in danger anymore.
It squirms against you. Again, screaming at this point, still like clunked, but trying to like wiggle its sword as much as it can, just kind of tapping the hilt against you with like a tink 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 tink.
I want no more trouble. I just want to be alone. Leave!
I'm gonna try a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I should go.
I should go. Okay.
I say that Nineveh just keeps her grappled the rest of the campaign.
Let's hug her all throughout the
Bring her
dungeon.
with us everywhere.
Told us to leave. I can't let you go, though. Yeah, the grip doesn't tighten even as the goblin thrashes. And Nineveh just says, "It is never easy to lose the things you care about. Even harder when others seem that they would take them without thought. I understand. Do you understand what it means to protect those who lose everything? To aid those who would?" Diplomacy 18.
Yolecha is sorry she harmed the lizard. She thought it would take. I want no trouble.
Oh, that's completely understandable. Totally makes sense. But that can be the end of it, right?
Do not take my things.
Yeah, whatever.
We don't want your stuff.
Yeah, Nineveh will let go. You and your things are safe. At least from us.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I've been in the market for dead, rotted meat for a while. So I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. I can't help myself.
She,
I can help myself to your things.
when you let her go, she scoots back again. Now kind of just loosely grasping her pile of meat.
Yolecha is not a goblin. Yolecha bugbear.
Kill it!
She make her home here.
So Krilk, hearing that, says, "If you're not a goblin, how did you learn the language?"
Yolecha is smart. She has many things.
Yes, yeah. I
She make a home for herself. Better than other bugbears.
Can I do a knowledge check? Because Matthew knows, but...
It would...
Society? Or-
Yeah, do a society for me.
I hate knowing more than my character. That's a 12 on what is bugbear.
What would you like to know?
I already know. I already know the bugbears are like a form of orc. They are in relation to goblin, just twice removed.
You also know that bugbears usually live in small groups, but she's alone.
Hey, Yolecha? So are you not with the Bumblebrashers?
I do not know the Bumblebrashers. This keep is mine. I find it. There's no one here.
There's a lot here. There's a lot here.
This is mine.
Okay. Do you not have a pack?
I do not have a pack. Yolecha is alone. Yolecha stay alone.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. Long enough this is my home.
Yeah, torch this shit.
Just leave me.
Can we go through these other doors? Have you been anywhere else in this keep?
This is my home. Why do you want to take my things?
This one's really a lot.
So Krilk, looking at her, is basically just says, like, we don't want your stuff. We want to leave. Like, we would like to move beyond this experience. But we are trying to figure out what's going on. So you like this keep. You like your privacy.
This is my home.
Yes, you like your privacy. Obviously, yes.
My things.
So we're gonna help. We can help get rid of the Bumblebrashers who are here. Like, you want your keep.
The
to
little
use-
goblins.
Yes, the little goblins. Yes.
They run through my home.
Okay, so you want them gone, right?
They make smoke. It smell bad.
Okay, so if you help us, we can get them out of your hair, out of your keep.
Roll another diplomacy.
Yeah, Zach.
12.
God dang it, man.
At least it's not a 1.
Dude.
I don't want you here. You leave. This is my home. I take it. It's mine. No one else take it. I take it.
Yolecha, we would never deign to take your things. But perhaps you would barter? Do you have anything that would be of interest?
Yolecha kind of relaxes a bit, looks at the pile in her arm and looks over to the side, and there's like a wolf skull, and she grabs it and kind of like starts stroking it.
What things?
Well, for one, surely you could use more food.
Yolecha have food, you see? Many foods.
Nineveh nods.
Can I put 2 and 2 together and say that the bones that were gnawed were from Yolecha.
Yes.
Okay.
And as she's saying many foods, she's gesturing to rotting, like decaying piles of meat. And this fort smells awful. It smells like death.
The inside of an anus.
Hot, decaying flesh.
I thought you were going to say hot, decaying anus. Nineveh would reach into one of her pouches and produce a pinch of one of their rations and would present Yolecha with a small amount of what I imagine to be much better food than she's accustomed to. For you, taste, see what we offer.
Just an MRE milkshake.
How do I not know it's poison?
Krilk, eat a bite.
dies?
Yeah. Krill takes some and he eats it.
And then Nineveh just offers it back.
She snatches it from your hand and sniffs it.
No scent.
Taste.
She tastes it,
Tastes like garbage.
puts it in her pile.
I see you like it.
Has no taste.
No taste can be better than foul taste. Do you have anything to offer? I have enough to offer to supply you for at least a week.
You will not take my things.
No, but a trade, maybe.
You have trophies.
We got a really big one out in the courtyard. Lots of meat, too.
This is all dependent on whether or not you have things that we would like. If not, there is no need to trade. We would be on our way.
Did we ever inspect the owlbear claw, that item, to like see what it actually is?
Mm-hmm. It's a talisman that I've got.
It's a single use.
Makes a weapon striking or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
adds a step to a weapon.
Okay. I was gonna say that seems like a trinket she'd be interested in, but I don't want to give that away if it's got like
It is a one-use thing. It just depends. I don't know that she has anything.
Yeah.
She's got a bunch of stuff, and if she's been in the fortress, she might have found something.
Mm-hmm.
Even something as simple as, a cell key.
Yeah, just like some
Or-
knowledge or something. Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah.
So, Nineveh's just going out on a limb.
Mhm.
Did you find anything cool? If so, maybe we can work out a deal.
I'm going to say during this talk, it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to use another resolve to get my stamina back.
Don't get downed, Mom.
I've got 1 stamina.
What's your health like?
12, just 2 down on my health.
You'll let you have many things. You'll let you have a whole keep. Obviously, my keep.
So you would trade your keep?
No, it's my keep.
And I do not want it. But maybe you have something we could want. Or not.
Do not want to give you my things. I do not know what you want to give Yolecha. What give Yolecha for her things?
She gestures to her many piles of trash.
Yeah. I mean, if it's all garbage and she doesn't have anything that she proposes to trade, then Nineveh would have no interest. She'd
Go
view
ahead
it as
and
a lost
roll
cause.
me a society check.
Come on, Cody. Come on.
26.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
What you gather about bugbears from this exchange, bugbears don't really care about treasure. They usually have gruesome trophies. You notice looking at Yolecha, she has like a string of fingers on her belt. She's got many skulls. She has lots of gruesome things around her, but nothing really interesting to you. Probably only gross things to you. If you were to offer her gold or anything, she would probably think that it's trash.
Yeah. Well, the thought was to offer a week's worth of food in a situation in which food is uncertain. So whether or not she likes it, it would sustain her, so that has value. But if she doesn't have anything of value, she hasn't given me a reason to entice her, so there's nothing to entice her with.
You would gather that she probably doesn't have anything of value. If she does, she doesn't know that it's valuable.
Let's kill her. Just kidding.
So that knowledge, that's society stuff you just gave Cody, that's just something he knows, right? Or
That's what Nineveh would have
knows? Okay.
kind of figured out
Yeah.
based off of this
Which-
and
yeah.
her fort.
Okay.
her reaction to these things. Niceties mean nothing to her. She's a beast.
So that's something Nineveh could tell us, right? And we could do something with, maybe?
If they wanted to.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, why withhold information? After enough conversing with Yolech and Nineveh, we just turn back to the others. She is like the rest of her kind. She has gathered nothing of value for us. They care not for trinkets or gold, potions. They desire trophies, proof of conquest. We should move on.
So, hearing that, Croak is like, he looks again, he kind of like studies like her finger trophies and all of that, and then he goes and walks back to Nyren, and he says, hey, I think I have an idea. Can you help me real quick? And then he just starts walking back towards where the bat was, that gross bat that we fought. And then, I don't know if you follow or not.
We drug that one.
It's not gone, though, is it?
It's over in the courtyard now.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
And that's what I was saying. There's like literally a big dead dragon out there.
It's still, either that too. Like he basically is just like, let's cut off one of the heads and take it to her and see if we can use that to get some type of information from her.
Sure, but I'm not going anywhere near her.
No, just cut off one of these. Cut off the dragon's head.
Yeah, she's intimidating.
Okay, you'll be all right, big guy. Just cut off the dragon's head.
Okay.
She, like, as you guys are talking, she's just holding a little skull, looking back and forth between you with a little interest.
Yeah, so Nyren will follow you. He'll use the scimitar he picked up and just fop.
Slices off the head of the dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kurok grabs the head of the dragon and then walks up to Yolecha, like holding the dragon's head. If you can give us any useful information about this keep, then this trophy's yours.
Nyren's still in the hallway, just poking his head, looking to see what's going on.
Yolecha looks over at Nyren. This is not my trophy. That's my trophy.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to give you his head. But if you...
Pointing at Nyren?
He has pretty shiny white coins.
You have white coins, Nyren?
His scales.
Oh, his scales. Hey, is it pretty... How painful is it to scrape off some of those pretty scales?
Peel off your own skin, then you'll know.
Okay, well...
I make him bleed. I want a shiny white coin. There are some things. I could give you some things. I have things. I have rooms.
You have rooms?
I have rooms. I have many rooms. Many rooms have many things. I want a pretty shiny white coin from it, lizard.
All right, you hear that, lizard? Can you spare one of your scales? One scale. You probably already have one that's like flicked off from where she stabbed you earlier.
What does she have in return?
Many things, many rooms.
Many rooms. And we'll find what... Look, there's a difference here between the things that we value and the things that you value. So...
I don't know what you find.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you find, and I want pretty white coin. One coin. Pretty white coin, my trophy. I make bleed. I take coin. Give me coin.
In the hallway, you hear, "Ah!" And you just see a hand coming through the doorway holding a scale.
Okay, Croak goes and gets it, and then he brings it, but he doesn't give it to her. He says, okay, well, I need a little bit more in terms of what these rooms have. Or are these doors locked? Is there no way for us to get to them?
Fancy people like fancy water. Fancy wood.
Okay, well, water and wood is better than rotting meat.
Fancy people like fancy.
Meanwhile, Cribbit's eyes are like glazing over, and you see like strange wisps coming out from beneath Dee's cloak. Guys, you should probably get over this. Crivet puts its hand on its head, and Dee is just like staring at the bugbear. We need to get this over with.
Okay, Croak looks at the frog and is like, what the hell's wrong with you?
If you look at Dee, he's done with this. He's over this.
Croak gives the scale to
She
Yolecha.
snatches it from your hand, kind of bites a hole in it, and strings it on her string of fingers.
God damn it.
I show you. Do not touch me. I do not want to be touched.
God, there was no desire on my part. to touch you.
Yolecha scoots out of her little fort and walks over to these rooms.
In the south.
As she walks, and the scale is like glittering on her little pouch or whatever, her string. Croak looks at Nyren and just points just to make sure he sees it.
She walks.
Naren pokes his head into the room from the hallway and just shakes his head, and he ducks back to the hallway.
She walks over to this bigger room down here. I don't know if I'm actually circling it, but
No, it's a tree.
It's a bush. Yeah.
Over here.
Okay.
and she goes to walk in the door and then like looks behind and kind of steps aside and points.
The sheets under. You look under.
I will go. And Nineveh walks through the door.
Come on, Dee. We're making headway. It's all right. It's all right.
What does Nineveh see?
You see a bag, a small bag that seems to have items inside of it, or something inside of it, and and 3 bottles.
I knew this bitch had shit.
Fancy people like the fancy sparkly water. You can have the fancy sparkly water. Yolecha, have water.
She points to like a puddle of piss.
Do not need fancy sparkles. Yolecha strong.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the items in the
Would
pouch.
like to search.
Show me what we got.
Can I have a check? Check.
What flavor?
The identify magic item.
Arcana?
Yes.
Okay.
Natural 20. 27.
Dude.
Oh, good.
So you have found a lesser Tanglefoot bag,
Nice.
a minor healing potion, and 2 flasks of holy water.
Oh. Holy water?
Yeah, I'll take it. So I got Tanglefoot bag, holy water, and then what else?
A flask of minor healing.
I think Nyren should get that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And was that everything?
Yolecha then walks over to the rooms to the west, looks at all of you, she's still holding her bastard sword, kind of like points as she reaches like around the door frame and pulls out another bottle and a shield.
Oh. Ooh.
Fancy water.
Need
The-
another check.
Bottle seems to kind of glow a little bit.
Naren slowly creeps into the room, just keeping his distance.
11.
11.
25.
Nice.
Finally a
Hell
decent
yeah.
roll.
It is a lesser bottled lightning.
Nice.
That's for you.
The shield is just a plain wooden shield. And then the last thing Yolecha does, she reaches into her pocket and she's just kind of holding something kind of close, and she starts walking towards Nyren.
She's got a shiv.
Nyren's a little nervous, but I guess her body language, she's not going to attack.
Her body language is showing that she's very uncomfortable with all these people. She's also very badly wounded, you know. So
She got punched.
Yeah,
for
her
30 damage.
her face is hella bruised. And she walks over to Nyren.
I gave her a hug, all right?
And she's holding her bastard sword, and her hand like just in like a tight fist. And she puts her bastard sword away, and then puts her hand out. You'll let you take trophy from you. You'll let you hurt you, make you bleed. You'll let you give gift. Do not hurt your lecha again. She looks over at Nineveh. And she opens up her hand, and it's some sort of tooth.
Interesting.
A sharp tooth from some sort of carnivore.
Nyren will gently take the tooth and examine it.
And put it in his mouth. Cool.
Do you have Arcana?
No.
I'll check for you, buddy.
Yeah, we can take a look.
I've got -1 on
There we go,
Arcana
25.
and crafting. So
D will stare at that tooth.
It is a talisman. It appears to be a wolf fang.
That's a wolf's tooth. But it's different than normal. It may have magical properties.
It'll give you a scar on your cheek and make you an irrelevant character in the next season.
I was going to say, it'll make you love blue-haired women.
thank you.
This wolf canine is bound in a strip of leather and tied to a buckle or strap of a suit of armor. When you activate the fang, you deal bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier to the target of your trip. If your trip would already deal physical damage that doesn't include the ability modifier, add your strength modifier to that damage.
Ooh, okay.
So it's another one-use item.
Do you have any hand wraps of mighty blows?
I do not know what you speak of.
Sorry.
Hand wraps, mighty blows.
Sorry.
What do I look like to you? Some sort of merchant?
No, you look like a hairy orc.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, well,
Your lecha has traded.
yeah. Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's leave.
Is that an exit between those beds at the south? Is there another door, or is that a wall?
There is a door
That's
right here.
D will be standing at the entrance to that.
Before we head out, Nineveh will turn to Yolecha and say, even though I soundly crushed you, you fought valiantly to defend your home. I respect this greatly.
I take my trophy.
And a gift. And Nineveh will give one ration. This is a week's worth of food. Tasteless, but you may need it to survive.
I make my own taste. Thank you.
Takes it. You see her kind of like scurry over to like the back of her fort and just shove it into a pile of rotting meat.
Nineveh just nods to themselves and then makes their way over to the door.
Yeah, Krilk finds one of the, little, ruined piles and just, sets the dragon, the head of the dragon on it. It's just okay, well, I'm just going to leave this here. You can use it if you want. It's got my hand dirty.
As they're passing by, Nyren is like, thank you, and sorry for scaring you.
Yolecha
Yeah, should we leave you guys alone?
Yolecha kind of turns around and she lifts up the little piece of rope with your scale and she holds up the scale.
Do not come to my home. I take my trophy. I give you trophy. You leave. This my home.
Gotcha. Nyren starts to leave quickly.
D would like to check this other door for traps.
This one?
The bottom, yes. That's one. 15.
There seems to be no traps.
D's gonna step aside and see if Nyren wants to take lead.
Oh, something I'm familiar with. I like doors.
You
Doing a good job, buddy.
open the door into what seems to have been a small kitchen. It is now left in ruins due to decades of neglect and apparent looting. A dust-covered black wooden countertop runs along the walls of the southwestern end and galley-style room. Its cupboards and shelves seem to be stripped of most provisions long ago. As soon as you walk in, it just smells of mold and decaying wood. We are familiar with that smell.
Delicious.
It smells like earth, wet earth.
Smells like home.
There are cabinets underneath the table, as well as shelves running the length of the walls above it.
Let's rummage through all the cabinets.
Yeah, let's dig.
See what's going on.
Let's dig around.
Great.
Looking at the ceiling for any holes where a giant thing might come through. Or where a giant thing might be hanging upside down above us. You know.
The ceilings are surprisingly intact here.
Cool.
Cobwebs. Other webs.
Okay.
As far
Just
as
lots of webs.
Stuff in the room, in the kitchen, anything valuable?
Actually, as you're looking up at the ceiling, you see a lot of webs. Many, many, many webs.
Weird.
And
Anyway, next room.
and D, just looking up, noticing this. Nyron, rummaging through the empty cabinets, opens the wrong cabinet as a swarm of spiders pours out.
Oh my god.
I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Yes, of course.
Swarm combat.
Hey, are there like fear penalties to like combat and stuff?
There can be. Is Krilk afraid of spiders? Because I'm like, so
Very afraid of spiders.
if you'd like to, you don't have to.
Could take a fear effect.
But like, people have done that before. Like Nyron, or not Nyron. Mix has done that before because he was afraid of plants.
Voluntary penalties.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's fair.
That sounds
You can
like
just go to the defense section and hit conditions and just give yourself the frightened condition if you want.
Okay.
That's what I would think, right?
yeah. I mean, I love that kind of stuff. Like, Emma used to do that all the time with Mix, and it just you know
It's
your
immersive.
you know your character.
Yeah.
So what your character would do in that situation, have them do. If they're afraid, make them afraid.
Yes, all of my shit is red now. It's
Yeah.
like you're gripped by fear, you struggle to control your nerves.
Well, your character sheet looks frightening when you
take
click it on.
Yeah, you take a status penalty to the value of all your checks and DCs.
All right, come on.
It could be like an effect that only takes place against the spiders. Like if we were in a fight with other things, and then you're just like in the middle of battle, and you turn to a spider.
Yeah, it's only spiders.
Yeah.
You could treat it like some creatures have aura of fear. And where if you're around, like in that aura of them,
Then you take
just
it.
have fear.
Okay.
And even though your fear decreases by 1 each round,
Yeah.
it automatically reapplies the 1, so you're just constantly feared
In
1.
fear. Okay.
If you want,
I like that.
instead of adding it, you could roll a will save to see if it does affect you or if you can get over it.
I like that.
Okay.
It's the idea of whether you can get over your fear or
Because
not.
normally a fear, like an aura of fear, you would have to roll a will save for
to
it.
check. Okay. 17. Okay, cool. I'm not scared.
For the first
So
round.
kind of
Nice.
explain how it is for Krilk then. Going in there and just suddenly, like, first of all, walking in there and seeing Dee look up at the ceiling and seeing all of the webs.
Yeah, for the webbing,
D putting it together as he follows and sees Nyron open.
yeah. Like, fuck. So Croak didn't even go in the room. Like as soon as D saw the webs and Croak saw the webs, he just was like, "Oh, maybe I'll go hang out with Yolecha." So he's just like chilling, kind of far back. And then when the spiders show up, then it's just like he's got the like hard gulp. Butterfly, yeah,
All the way up into
Yeah.
the throat,
Yeah.
back down.
Where is Nineveh?
Just flying about the room.
She just burst out.
Not opening cabinets. I mean, when we were talking about the room before the cabinet opened, I think Nineveh would have just kind of walked past then over to the next door and kind of just been standing there waiting.
As soon as Croak saw the spiders, there's like a flash in his mind where he is transported back to being very young, and he was in immense pain and like basically laying face down in the grass, or face up. He's looking up at the sky and he's in the grass and just bleeding and extremely cold, and just there's like spiders moving all over him, and that's kind of like the root where like this. That's why this shit freaks him out. Yeah. So that's kind of where it's coming from.
Oh my backstory, little flash.
Little flash, just a little bit. All right, that's it.
Okay, Croak.
24.
Zach looked at me like he didn't know what was going on.
I hadn't even rolled for initiative.
I didn't know what was going on.
Nineveh?
17.
D?
19.
Nyron?
1 better than last time, and 11.
Ooh.
Slow and scaly wins the race.
Garbage, man. Like, what do you guys think about sleeping tonight?
What?
My resolve.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
In the game, I was like, I intend to.
Yeah.
I'm so bad right now. Like,
Pretty
everything's bad.
I hope you know, Imad, I'm going to pelt you with this alchemical fire.
I'll have you know
I'll have you know.
that I spelt swarm wrong twice.
Sour.
Exactly. Exactly.
Swarm.
Unsurprisingly, due to his fear, first up is Krilk.
Personally, I don't know the best route in this combat because I have a blowgun or I have a bomb, and of course Imad is on this fucking.
Would
the
you like
spiders
to
are all over him. So.
roll a knowledge check, maybe? For nature?
Yeah, guys, do not forget to roll checks.
Yeah.
It is a thing.
Remember, they take an action.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Let me just do that then. 23.
23.
Very nice.
Natural 19. So these rolls are getting a little better.
All right, I can give you 2 bits of information. What would you like to know?
The best way to kill these spiders.
So maybe resistances and weaknesses?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. They are weak to area damage and splash damage.
This is your game.
That makes sense. Okay.
This is your game. Loose!
And they're right on top of Imad right now? Or are they, based on the proximity in there, is everybody...
They would pretty much be like right on Emad and D.
Krilk learning this information about him, or knowing this information, is basically going to...
Play Krilk.
Yeah, is basically going to say, you guys should move. And then he will ready a bomb. He'll pull out a bomb and hold it.
Okay.
So that should be three moves. I'm guessing to talk might be a free action, but
Talking is a free action.
As long as it's not long-winded.
You can't ready an action because you spent.
Well, I think just ready to throw on his next turn, basically.
It's 2 actions to use 1 action. He has to use an action.
I know,
to pull
but
it out.
ready
That's
to
all.
throw on his next turn. Based on what he was saying, he was saying that he did 3
I just
actions.
pulled it out.
He's ready
I'm not
for
throwing it. I'm just
Not
pulling it out.
not saying that he's gonna jump in to do it.
Okay.
Just he is readying his bomb for
I'm
next
guessing
round.
there's a difference.
There is a
It's
ready.
called readying an action.
Yeah, there.
It's 2 actions to ready 1 action, and since you don't have the quick throw, like what I was thinking is, you did the knowledge check, then you want to ready an action, but it costs you 2 actions to pull it out and throw it, so you can't ready to throw it.
Right.
That-
So
that's
he's
what I was
wasting
thinking.
he's wasting one of his actions to prepare his bomb for next round.
Yeah, the only way you would have been able to do it is if you pulled out the bomb for one action and then spent 2 actions to ready to throw it.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. All right. So basically, I'm losing an action.
You're losing an action.
yeah.
But to do it
That's
in the
fine.
knowledge check.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It makes sense. It does.
Everybody's going to waste an action at some point or another.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it for Croak.
Okay, so then next up we have one of the Sarums.
Sarums?
Sarums. I misspelled swarm. So you open the door, it floods onto your space.
Oh. Whose space?
Your space. You open the door.
you open the
Oh,
cabinet.
Nyron's.
So it will now. I'll use that as one action for it to float onto your space, but it will now start. The swarm of these little spiders are going to start biting all up your legs.
I think
It just happens.
I think
Right.
swarms, when they move onto your space, do their damage. I think.
It's an action. Shows it as an action.
Attack of opportunity? Because it's leaving a threatened square. If it's moving to my space.
Sure.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was doing you a favor, but sure.
I don't know. I'm just asking. Come on. Dude, I can't roll anything. 13.
Perfect.
13 to hit.
Nope. Okay, so I am going to need a reflex save.
Oh boy. Come on, give me.
Who are you? Reflexes.
Emma just basically threw his dice off the table.
13.
A 13. You take one piercing.
Ow.
Little bites all over. But as all these little tiny pinpricks are getting you, you start to feel a little weird. So yeah, let me go ahead and get a fortitude save from you.
Yeah, you getting spidered up.
Again, I rolled a 4. 13. I'm going to change the die.
Die jail, die jail, die in jail. Die alone in jail.
Hold the door.
Okay.
Die jail, die jail, die jail.
Fuck.
All right, so go ahead and add 1 poison and 1 enfeebled
Oh no.
as you start feeling super weird. As these little bites start getting to you.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go to bite you again. Sorry, I don't have to roll. I need a reflex from you.
Reflex. Oh no. A lot better. 23.
You take 2 damage.
Oof.
Next up, we have D.
Dee's gonna reach a hand back and put it on Krilk's shoulder. You feel emboldened as I give you guidance. This grants you either a +1 status bonus to an attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check. 1 time.
Okay.
So I figure +1 status to attack roll. Anyway, Dee's going to touch your shoulder, and then he's going to... is that literally the size of the room?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah.
What a shit kitchen.
I know.
What is this, an apartment? Dee's going to run off to the back wall, assuming there are no spiders there. And for the final action, Cribbit will take a step back too,
Nice.
as well.
Matt, you said guidance was +1 to attack rolls, and what else?
It's a choice
Oh, okay.
between an attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or a skill check.
Okay.
You choose which one it is before you roll.
Cool.
And yeah, it's just a 1 time. So you can't use it for like 2 different attacks in one room or 1 turn. Later, Nyron.
Okay, next up we have Nineveh.
So right now the spiders are just on Nyron?
Mhm.
Okay. Then it was gonna turn to Krilk. Light him up. and then raise their hands towards Nyrin and is going to ready a heal spell.
Wait, what did you say?
All right. So then next up we have Nyrin.
Yeah, and Aaron will stay adjacent to Nineveh, but he's going to step 5 feet
It's not
away.
adjacent to Nineveh.
Oh.
Look behind you.
Well, what ready action are you doing?
The 2 heal.
Because it's the ready action is 2 actions to ready
Trust
1
me,
action.
I can do it.
You can do it? Well, how?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry,
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Just
about
trust
it.
me, I can do it.
Yeah, Nyrun will, he'll step 5 feet away from it. And he will ready an action. No, not 5. 10 feet away.
You want to just
And
get
he
up
will-
against that wall with us?
Yeah, might as well.
Not much
Get away
room.
from the splash damage.
So feed.
You will probably get
No,
some splash.
no, put him against the wall.
On the other side.
Yeah, here.
There.
So are according to the map, are the spiders directly in front of me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So next up, more spiders pour out of this cabinet and just swarm over to Croak directly onto his space. And I'm going to need a reflex save.
19.
Nice.
You take 3 damage. And I need another reflex save, please, as these spiders swarm up your legs and start biting you.
16.
You take another 3 damage. Croak.
My turn. All right.
So you have spiders, just a swarm of spiders directly in front of
On
you
me.
and on you.
Okay. So, as far as movement goes, I can step back 25 feet for 1 action, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do I take... Is there, like, any attack of opportunity for me to move out of the swarm for the spiders? Like, they can't, like, attack me again. as
I've
I'm
never
moving away.
experienced a swarm that has AOL.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I haven't really dealt with
Yeah,
swarms
I know you
before. This is
don't.
the first time.
But that's usually something that you'll just have to try and find out unless
Okay.
you do a knowledge check. But I'll just go ahead and tell you because you're new. Swarms usually don't have AOL.
Cool. Okay. So then I'm going to step back 10 feet, and then I'm going to throw a bomb. A bomb of alchemical fire at the spider. I guess the spider...
You could throw it where you were.
Yeah, I was going to throw it right in the space where I was. That way the splash should hit in front and behind.
Come on.
Come on, motherfucker.
You can add that one to this.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to add the one from guidance to this attack roll.
And what kind of bomb are you throwing?
It's...
Alchemical fire.
Yeah, I guess it's technically Alchemist Fire. Lesser. 18 to hit.
Perfect.
Nice. Okay. So that's 4 damage, 1 persistent fire damage, and then 1 fire splash damage.
Okay. So, sorry, can you say that again?
4 damage, and then 1 persistent fire damage, and then 1 fire splash damage.
So the bomb crashes onto the floor, setting the tile on fire, and you see like these tiny little sparks floating up as you burn almost all of the spiders.
Fuck yeah.
But there still are some.
So do I have another action?
Right? Because you moved?
I moved and then I threw.
And then you threw-
but
yeah,
I
you have
already
one
had
more
the
action.
bomb.
Yeah.
So I guess I will. I'm gonna ready. I'm just gonna pull up another bomb.
Okay.
Pull out another bomb.
Next up, we have the spider, one of the spider swarms. And it will move over to D.
What do I do?
It does swarm onto your space. I'm going to need a reflex save.
11.
Okay. The spiders retreat from the fire, running straight over to D and climbing up his body. Take 4 damage as they bite up your legs and arms. And I need a fortitude save.
20.
Okay. I need another reflex save, please.
How much damage should I take? It was less than before. Unless there's like a crit fail.
You take 1 more damage. And you start to feel a little weird. Go ahead and add poisoned and enfeebled.
20 isn't a good enough fortitude save?
Oh, you... Wait,
Fortitude
you rolled...
was 20, reflex was 8.
Oh, what was your fortitude this time?
You
Did you roll another?
you asked for
fortitude?
reflex, fortitude, reflex.
Oh, roll another fortitude.
16.
Never mind. Forget what I said about poison and
Okay,
feeble.
thank God. Please. I ran away so I wouldn't get hit. Don't kill me. Fuck, man.
Okay.
Dude, these fucking spiders, Imad.
Next up we have D.
You just couldn't swarm somebody that can actually do something against these guys, could you?
There is no God.
No, God's dead.
So right now, is it just the 2 swarms, the one that's partway in the other room and the one that's on D?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, Nineveh would probably call out to D. Just say, flee if you can, clear the way.
This is the shittiest kitchen I've ever seen.
That's what the health inspector said.
Why do you think they're gone?
Lame. I guess I'll just run to the opposite side of the room. Or, diagonally. And then... Fuck it. I'm going to roll a magic attack against your AC. It's going to be a 17 to hit.
It's a hit.
Alright, I used Phase Bolt. D points his finger, and a bolt of magical energy stutters in and out of existence until it hits the target.
Which one?
The one that got on me.
Okay.
Hey, did you take the persistent fire damage? Okay.
Ooh, and it does 8 damage.
8 damage.
Piercing damage, if that matters. And that's it.
That pulse of magic rains down on them as you see just little puffs of dust.
Spoder.
But they are still there. A few of them have survived. Okay, Nineveh.
Nineveh's going to take a 5-foot step onto the square with the spiders.
Wow.
And as they do so, the vent flaps on their body begin to open, and you can see like a shimmering in the air as heat begins to build up. Before there's a loud boom and a small explosion. I need a reflex save from the spiders.
Do they jump?
14.
That is a failure. They take 2d6 fire damage.
Big.
Nice.
That's 9 points of fire damage, and it is AoE.
The spiders burn up and drift away as ash. What do you do next?
That's it.
Cool.
Okay. Nyron.
Nyron's gonna step 5 feet next to D, drop his trident, drop his shield, draw his Gisarm, and attack the spider swarm. With 10 feet of reach. Thank you. 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
9 slashing damage.
I imagine this kind of comically with his Gisarm, just like putting it out there and just slapping the flat side of it on the ground. And yeah, you manage to squash the few remaining spiders.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I hate swarms, man. It's
Dude.
Scary.
You can never tell.
I will say, Nyron is still feeling a little weird, though. Go ahead and roll me another fortitude save.
Okie dokie. Come on, it's my best save. Roll well. I didn't.
Oh.
That is 14.
You find yourself starting to feel a little better.
Oh, good.
Next up
You don't need to be poisoned.
will be a Krilk.
But the spiders, I thought the spiders
there's
were
still
all
spiders?
gone. Yeah.
We still have a condition to take care of with D.
I didn't get got.
You didn't get got. You guys are out of combat. Yay! I keep forgetting that you didn't get got. I thought you got got, and that's my bad.
Not got.
I forgot to mention,
Not
which is
too
why I
deep.
rolled randomly while we were doing other stuff. The move that I used is just called Explode, and it is unstable. And so anytime I do an unstable action, I have to roll a flat 17 check. Otherwise, I can't use that move again for I don't know how long.
Dang, flat 17? But I mean, it's a big move.
10 minutes is what it is. If you
Okay.
fail, you can't use the move for 10 minutes. If you fail, nothing else happens. If you critically fail, you take fire damage equal to your level. I'm sorry. So it's not that I can't use it for 10 minutes. It's that if it fails, there's a small malfunction, and I have to spend 10 minutes to retune in order to be able to use that again. But I got a natural 19.
Oh, yeah.
So I was
Yay.
able to
Good,
explode
good.
and not break myself while doing so.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Should we open some more cabinets?
So, as you guys finish,
You leave the room first.
as you guys finish off those spiders, looking up, you see just little embers of charred spider floating through the air and burning some of the webs.
Ew.
And now it's on fire! No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck this fort.
What do you do?
Light the whole bitch up.
Is there anything in the cabinets?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
More spiders! More spiders!
23.
There do appear to be some remnants of spider eggs that thankfully got burned up
Yeah,
with the bombs.
D was gonna slap his hand. Like, bitch, no!
What was your perception check?
23.
23. Thank you.
Along with that, you find 2 bottles of liquid, and under some garbage, you find another 2 bottles of liquid.
Any of them look like healing potions?
One of them does seem to glint and shimmer as if there's something about it. I'm sorry, 2 of them.
Aaron clinks them towards
D will
the
check.
rest of the group.
Can do a crafting check as well.
Yeah, you can do a crafting check or...
What'd you get, D?
What was it? Crafting or Arcana?
Or Arcana?
Same thing for me.
24 crafting.
13.
2 of the bottles, you open them up and recognize them. They are arsenic.
Ooh. On the rocks?
The other 2 appear to be antidotes.
Very good.
Perfect.
Other than that, it's mostly just full of garbage and
Like
trash.
lesser antidote.
Who
I
wants
assume.
who wants what?
I'm sorry. It's not antidotes. It's
Anti-venom.
you find some loose herbs and oils enough to make 2 antidotes.
Oh, okay.
I've got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Herbs and oils for antidote.
But what about those spider eggs? Are those takeable?
They're burned up.
Oh, they're burned up.
They done ding dong burned up.
Okay.
Probably feels kind of sticky. Man, egg sacks. That's so gross. Ugh.
So in this room, there's only one door, aside from the one we came in.
Mm-hmm.
To the
door
west.
Is that not a door to the north?
Oh, there are 2 doors. There's a door to the west, a door to the north.
Our god lies to us.
Yes, it's fun.
Should we break for lunch?
Yeah.
It is 3:30.
Yep. You are sat here in this small,
Kitchen.
shitty kitchen, and all you can think is, God, I wish I could have a good meal right now. And we will do just that. Goodbye.
Dominoes. Yay.
Goodbye.
Not sponsored.
Bye.
Not sponsors.
Thank you for listening.
Domino's, if you could listen to this podcast and then sponsor us with free pizza.
Sponsored by Domino's.
The Cursed Caravan uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. used under Paizo's community use policy, paizo.com/community use. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. The Cursed Caravan is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. We would like to thank Michael Ghelfi Studios, the world reference for tabletop RPG audio, for the music and the ambiance. You can find out more about them at michaelghelfi.com. Please check out their Patreon and YouTube channel links in the description. If you like what we do, please rate us 5 stars on your podcast app of choice. It helps us tremendously. You can email us at thecursedcaravan@gmail.com. We have Instagram, The Cursed Caravan Podcast, and Twitter, The Cursed Caravan Podcast @Cursed Caravan. Thank you for listening.
Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Matt, I want to see you like acting. This is your like acting prep. There's people walking outside your wardrobe, and they just,
No! No!
He's so committed to his role.
Help! Open the door!
Opens door. Get the fuck out of here!
Now I have to start over.
From the top. Cranberry vodka.
So to see it in an audition, you're just sitting in a chair in a small room with like 8 other people. There are people like doing the traditional ones. How now, brown cow.
Yeah, right. But you're sitting like with your legs crossed,
Holding a script.
Me, baby, 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 baby.